Well, I grew up in a Catholic family. Um, I went to church every Sunday, baptized Catholic, everything, and grew up that way. And then, I don't know, as 14, I think, 13, 14, my parents got a divorce and broke, the family, typical type of deal. Family separates, and I kind of lost all faith at that point. I was in, young man and going into high school, and at that point it wasn't all that, I wasn't into God, and so I basically gave up all hope on it, and it was that way for 17 years. People would say, you need to believe in Christ, and I would say, yeah, why? Well, my life ended up turning into, well, it turned upside down. People I thought were my friends that, they stabbed me in the back, they robbed from me, they took everything from me and then walked away like nothing happened, and I was left at rock bottom. And that was pretty much the point where, I came to a realization that, God was trying to make a point to me saying, no, you've followed this path long enough, and you need to get back in grace with me. I was in jail for a ticket. Believe it or not, it was a no insurance ticket from a couple of years before, and the judge threw me in jail. And I was in there, and I was just like, wow. My life had already crumbled, and I was already just like, what else could possibly happen? Well, I got thrown in jail, and I was in there, and I was actually talking to the preacher that had come in there, and he was telling me, he's like, it's like God will come along, and he's like, he'll let you go down this river for X amount of time. He's like, and he'll throw stuff in your path and try to get you, woken up or whatever. And he's like, but at some point he's got to stop you and say, there's a waterfall coming up. And I was talking to my mom after I had gotten out of jail, and I said, I need to go to church. She's like, well, there's this one in East Missoula. And I was like, well, let's go check it out, And I had driven by here, and I never knew that it was here. And then we stopped in, and I went to the first service that I went here, and I was just like, it touched me in. I was just like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. I knew that first service that I came here that this is where I'm supposed to be. So that was when I accepted the Lord back into my life. My life has completely changed. It's done a 180. I'm not the same person I used to be. It's not about me anymore. And that's how I used to be, was, if it wasn't worth it for me to do it, why would I do it? Well, it's not that way anymore. Nowadays, it's, what would be the best thing to do for others. I'm so, new to being back in God's graces that I'm still, it's a huge turnaround for me. And as far as where I'm supposed to be, I'm not sure. But God will show me. He will. So I have faith in that.